Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Flex is how Joe Budden describes Kendrick Lamar's stadium performance in Toronto prior to Drake. According to Joe Budden, it would be the ultimate flex for Kendrick Lamar to perform at the largest venue in Drake's hometown of Toronto. During an episode of his own podcast on Wednesday, the rapper Pump It Up offered his thoughts on the forthcoming Grand National Tour and conjectured as to why fans have not yet saw the Canadian perform live. He hasn't yet completed one. In reference to Drake's It's All a Blur tour, which featured him performing 3 back-to-back shows at Madison Square Garden before making 4 consecutive stops at the Barclays Center, Budden stated on the most recent episode, "I don't know what it would look like if he tries to do a stadium tour if the N*****GA did 6 shows straight at Madison Square Garden. I don't know if he's just trying to avoid the fees that come with stadium tours," the rapper-turned-podcaster went on. "The fact that Kendrick is touring stadiums and performing in Toronto is a flex," Budden added. On June 12, 2025, Lamar and SZA will perform at the Rogers Center as part of their Grand National Tour, which also includes stops in Detroit, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. Like everything the Compton MC does these days, the revelation sparked jokes on social media about Drake and the potential consequences of Kendrick Lamar playing songs like Not Like Us in front of tens of thousands of people. Lamar's June performance of The Pop-Out, Ken and Friends, gave us a little sample of that excitement. Having said that, Budden clarified, "I'm tired of it. I want to return to discussing Drake with Drake and Kendrick with Kendrick. I'm fed up with the talks overlapping." But he made a warning, "I'm down if it's going to stay like that." Although Lamar's Grand National Tour set list is still unknown, it is quite likely that he will be playing songs from November's GNX. Kendrick Lamar shocked both critics and fans by releasing his new album, GNX, late last month. Despite months of building rumors that the Compton rapper had something planned, his fans were caught off surprise. The initiative has already been a great success, even though he hasn't received any advertising. It sold 319K album equivalent units in the United States and debuted at the top of the Billboard 200 albums list. According to the publication, it has now also topped the Billboard Canadian albums chart. Although his singles Luther and A Squabble Up are ranked 2nd and 3rd, respectively, he was unable to secure a #1 spot on the Canadian Hot 100. But this is by no means the only noteworthy Kendrick news. He also revealed his next Grand National Tour with SZA earlier this week. The two will play at 19 stadiums across North America when the tour starts in April of next year. Shortly after the announcement, the Blue Jays' official X account promised a stop at Toronto's Rogers Center. Social media users joked that Drake's own city turned against him, which naturally led to a good deal of clowning for him. Charlemagne the God even speculated that Drake would attempt to interfere in some way with the performance during a recent episode of The Breakfast Club. "I don't think I would make that stop, not because of no street stuff either," he replied. When you consider how unprincipled Aubrey Graham is, who recently filed a petition against UMG for the song Not Like Us, we can see how well-connected Drake is in Toronto with regard to government representatives and other people. On that level, they might really make Kendrick's life more difficult. "Don't worry about the street things. I'm referring to being in custody. Even the people at the airport are untrustworthy. In Toronto, who can you truly trust?" Fans of Kendrick Lamar believe that he made a subtle jab at Drake during his Grand National Tour. Next year, Kendrick Lamar will tour in support of his most recent album, GNX, which is now at the top of the charts. However, some fans believe that Lamar's plans include yet another jab at Drake. The Compton rapper revealed the Grand National Tour on Tuesday. The tour will take Kendrick and co-headliner SZA around North America from April to June, stopping in 19 cities. The most talked about date isn't the one in K.'s homeland of Los Angeles, but rather the one in Toronto, the home of his bitter rival Drake, which is the sole stop outside of the United States on the tour. On June 12, the Not Like Us hitmaker will create history by being the first rapper to appear as the stadium's main act at the Rogers Centre. Given that the Toronto show takes place just before Father's Day, fans on social media were ecstatic by this revelation and many saw it as a covert jab at the Six God. This man has unlocked a new level of diabolical, crying face emojis, one person quipped, while another said, Kendrick and SZA performing Not Like Us in Toronto the same week as Father's Day is going to open a portal. I don't think y'all realize how crazy it is that Kendrick is doing the Rogers Centre in Toronto for his tour, said another commenter. Drake has never performed there, despite it being the city's largest venue. It would be insane if he sold out Toronto's largest venue before the local rap superstar. The Toronto Blue Jays, who host their home games at the Rogers Centre, also contributed to the excitement by using social media to advertise Kendrick's performance. One commenter responded, Toronto Blue Jays out here promoting Kendrick's tour. LMAO. Skull emoji, before insulting Drake for his push-ups claim that he gets more love in the city than you from. Others made light-hearted comparisons between Kendrick's performance and legendary wrestling moments in response to the Blue Jays article. Drake has responded to his previously stated album GNX, but he has not yet addressed Kendrick Lamar's impending tour that will invade his hometown. On Tuesday, while watching Twitch star Los Palos TV's live stream, the founder of OVO Sound made fun of Kendrick by rephrasing his well-known mustard phrase from a TV off. We need a donut emoji in the chat, the Toronto rapper tweeted in response to Los Palos TV's complaint that streaming platforms play Kendrick's #1 single A Squabble Up following Drake's album Certified Lover Boy. He then added, CUSTAARRRRD. He hasn't yet completed one. In reference to Drake's It's All a Blur tour, which featured him performing 3 back-to-back shows at Madison Square Garden before making 4 consecutive stops at the Barclays Center, Budden stated on the most recent episode, I don't know what it would look like if he tries to do a stadium tour if the N*****GA did 6 shows straight at Madison Square Garden. I don't know if he's just trying to avoid the fees that come with stadium tours, the rapper turned podcaster went on.